I said, people judge me like they past perfect, like they present pretty, like they future flawless. Like this world ain't got drug addicts and alcoholics, rapists, robbers, dealers, murder, extortion. Like me being gay is so f***ing important. We all sinning. I don't give a what you call it.
There's nothing average about that at all. My name is Dr. Siri Satnam Singh, and I'm a licensed therapist. This week, I'm sitting down with a young woman who is still processing the death of her brother, and she's having trouble letting go. In the past, she has had resistance to therapy. However, she has agreed to sit down with me. This is young M.A.
Yeah, they hate, but they broke though. And when it's time to pop, they had no show. Yeah, I'm pretty, but I'm loco. The loud got me moving slow. No.
Well, I hear you are excited as hell to be here today.
That's how we kicking it off.
Therapy, I know that just excites you, huh?
I had to sip some champagne.
Well, live your life. So, you've come out. Everyone's very respectful. Talk about that, of how you're so comfortable with you. How can we not be comfortable and respectful of you?
It's definitely something new people not used to. I'm very blunt with it. I don't care. You know what I mean? There's a lot of me's in this world.
Yes.
It's just probably not as blunt and publicly, showing it. But there's a lot of me's in this world.
Mm-hmm. So, with intimate others, I would think where you are is really difficult to see how they coming at you.
Nah, because I've always been the type of person where I never gave 100%.
Okay.
Right away. You know what I mean? Because I'm so I'm just on point. I don't trust a lot of people. Mm-hmm. It's like I always had the okay, nice to meet you, and I fall back, I observe you, see how you move, and that'll tell me whether or not I should allow you in.
So you're in a period, in terms of cycles, life cycles, 18 to 36, it's about sex.
Right.
Not really security.
You think when you with somebody that's they forever, but and then things happen. But we move on and we brush our shoulders off. I got the ladies love me.
Baby gave me head, that's a low blow. Damn, she make me weak when she deep throw. I need a rich bitch, not a cheap hoe.
And they're loving you because you love yourself.
That's right, I got to.
Hey, well, a lot of people don't.
That's true. That's true. And I hope that I'm an inspiration for them people.
Wow. I know nothing about your family of origin. Mom, dad, your brothers. I know you had a brother, right?
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, my oldest brother, he passed away back in 2009.
York City police looking for the person who stabbed a man to death. 20-year-old Kenneth Ramos was found on a city street bleeding and unresponsive.
My brother was in the gang and, you know what I mean, he was involved.
So your brother was killed by a gang member?
Yeah, that was within his gang member, and his team. That was my closest sibling. Him, he was basically my only sibling at the time. I have a little sister, she's 13 now. And now it's just me, I'm the oldest one now, so I gotta make sure my girls is right. Me, my mother, my sister, my grandmother.
Okay.
And I feel like that's my responsibility.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Something comes up for me, it's like my mom died, It felt like she sacrificed her life so that I could become a man. I was no longer anybody's son.
Wow.
And I wonder, did your brother's death do something?
Absolutely.
What did it do?
When he died, it definitely changed me. It really did. It really put me in it's a different vibe, a different feeling. I looked at life different. Like life wasn't the same to me no more. It wasn't as innocent no more.
it almost feels like a disservice to the loved one we lost to let them go.
Right.
Do you feel that? To let him go? That it feels like a disservice that to forget him?
Right. I do. I feel like when I don't think about him that I'm doing something wrong.
You haven't let him go.
Right.
And when you're ready, you will.
It made me feel like really like alone, honestly. I feel like something's always missing. No matter how much I do, how much I succeed, I always just feel like it's never 100%. It's always that 99%. And I just knew it just was like, yo, this is something I gotta deal with for the rest of my life.
Can you imagine that your brother was a sacrifice which evoked this path that you're on now to where you...
And that's what's, I don't like that.
You don't like
to
that?
hear that, you know what I mean? I don't like...
That,
yeah.
you know, you had to take care of your mom, you had to take care of the family, had to take care of yourself.
Yeah, that's why I don't be 100% happy, because I be feeling like, you know what I mean, was this why this happened? You know what I mean? And that's just how I looked at music. You know, I've always dreamed of it. I wish for it, and this, that, and the third. It just makes me question that, and that's what makes me have that bittersweet feeling. You know what I mean? Like, this is where I first experienced what death really is.
So part of you died with your brother.
Right. Basically. It was almost weird growing up without him. You know what I mean? As I get older, I'll be 25 in the next month. And it just makes me feel weird, like, wow, like, my brother died before he even hit 21. That's when I knew, like, life is for real. Like, this is not a game. I was drinking a bottle of Absolute. I didn't want to carry on with life. I didn't know what to do.
One of the questions that consumes individuals on the planet is, what should I do?
Right.
What did you do with that real hurt, sadness in your brother's death? Is that when you started acting out?
Yeah, I definitely started to act out, getting into altercations and then getting arrested and just, you know, just stuff that I shouldn't have been doing.
What did you feel? What did you do?
I was getting into like fights with my mother that I regret to this day, you know what I mean, arguments. And it's because she was grieving too. It threw me off. I almost like, kind of like blocked it out, like as if it never happened. You know what I mean? I felt myself, and then I noticed I started to get depressed. And when I started to get depressed is when I started to act out more. I wouldn't say it was my best senior year. It wasn't the dream senior year that a kid had, you know, before they graduate.
Talk about that.
They had me going to therapy in school for my 12th grade year, but I probably had to go like about I probably went like 2 times, 3 times the most, 4 times the most. And after that, I just was like, what am I doing this for? Like, this is not helping. I felt like the therapist they gave me in the school was trash, horrible. But after that, I just was like, this don't make no sense. I don't even want to do this no more.
Didn't feel it.
I was stuck. I remember punching a wall. I remember like screaming. Like, it just was like, I just couldn't believe that was like happening to me at that time.
You know, there's a word, it's ritual. I think a funeral is part of a ritual to honor the dead. So I'm hearing a ritual, whatever you need to do to help deal with this grief that you're still carrying, this sadness you're still carrying, so that, like with my mother, she's now part of the universal mother. My mother's really still serving me. I feel that. And And I can relate to her even more, you know, and so...
It'd be times, too, I noticed, like when I went to his funeral, you know, the smell of like the embalming fluid? Like I'll randomly smell that sometimes. It's like, it's weird, but it don't matter where I'm at. I could be on a couch in the bathroom, and I randomly smell that smell. Not as much. I used to smell it more around the time it first happened. But now it's like less. But if it do happen, then it just make me like think like, wow, like this, why? Like that's crazy. But I just feel like maybe that's just him letting me know that he's around. But it's so weird that I have that random smell every now and then.
What sounds like what I'm hearing from you is that you still want to give your brother attention and you don't know how.
Right.
So what would you do if you were to give your brother attention rather than just let these intruding or unsettling thoughts come into your head? Let's put it that way.
I just want to talk to him.
Okay.
That's it. I just want to hug him. I want to be able to just tell him, like, you know what I mean, like how much I love him. And, you know, and it's just crazy because we done been through so much with each other. And it's just weird to know, like my brother is like no longer here. And I think about that so much. So if I was to get that time with him, I think that'll just be the best thing that ever happened to me. You know what I mean? Like, to have my brother here again. We done had our fights. He would hit me, and I would be fighting him back. I'd grab a knife, whatever I had to do.
You know, that's our problem in life. If we were to have a problem, it's the memories.
Right.
What kind of memories come up for you right now if you think about?
My brother was like my father. We done had our fights. Like me and my brother fought. Me and my brother had fights, fist fights. And I believe that's why I'm so tough to this day. Me and him had fights, like real fights. He would hit me, and I would be fighting him back. I'd grab a knife, whatever I had to do.
Okay.
You know what I mean? My brother was a big guy. I was little. I was skinny, real skinny at the time. Little girl skinny. My brother big, 6 feet and some change. You know what I mean? We loved each other, and then we had times we couldn't stand each other. Couldn't stand his ass sometimes. You know what I mean? He probably couldn't stand my ass sometimes. I probably was an annoying little sister. He was that annoying big brother. But at the end of the day, like, he was my everything. You know what I mean?
It's pretty powerful.
It's just a lot I think about every now and then. It's not on my mind 24/7, but every now and then it'll pop up on my mind, and I really reflect and think about things for a minute, and then it's back to reality. Like, okay.
So you said your brother was killed by a gang member?
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's where my trust kind of like comes about, where I'm kind of like distant with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I feel like a lot of people join gangs to feel like they're a part of something. You know what I mean? It's not even necessarily just wanting to be down or wanting to be whatever the case is. It's a lot of people just be looking for brotherhood and some type of support at the same time, and they feel like these is the guys that's holding them down, and that's 9 times out of 10 why they join gangs.
Now, what about your brother's path?
I just think my brother wanted to be, he you know what I mean? He was a follower every now and then, and he just, you know, just followed the wrong crowds. And, you know, me, I was just like a little more different. I used to try to talk to him and tell him like, yo, this shit ain't gonna get you nowhere, bro. I was always trying to be, you know what I mean, the peacemaker at the same time. You know, once my brother died, and I noticed I started to almost go into his path. You know what I mean? I was just going through a lot. I wasn't understanding things. I needed a lot of answers for things.
Mm-hmm. So you said you were in gangs?
No, I was never in a gang.
Oh, you never been in a gang?
No, I've been around them.
Been around
right.
a gang.
You know, as I got older, I never cared to be in a gang. That's mostly why I actually started my own little team.
Red Life, tell me about that.
That's the movement. That's my guys. That's the foundation right there. at the end of the day, we family. You know what I mean? It's like a family thing. But it stands for repent everyday life. And red is for like the blood of Jesus. And life is like, just the lifestyle and living life, you know what I mean? Just having life and believing in, one God. So that's basically what it is, and people take it out of terms and assume we blood gang related. The stereotyping.
It's really a gathering of soul brothers and sisters. You're connected through the soul.
Exactly.
That's where the soul.
I like that.
Seems like this is a evolution of gang life.
Yeah. Wow.
But the other thing is that your brother made certain choices and you made different choices.
True.
So, that was your brother's path.
Absolutely.
And you're on your path.
Right.
So.
Yeah, it's just, I don't like to question God. I had my days where, I was just like, why me, why him, why us, you know what I mean? And I had those times, but then, you really just, you're not supposed to do it. Not supposed to question. And I'm just grateful and kind of like really taking that route and not doing the dumb shit that I was doing before, because I already know where that would have led me. But you know what I mean? Things happen and you learn from it. And that's why I'm here today to talk about it.
So God, what is God? Can you give us some words for you of how you relate to it, think about it, feel about God?
I feel like God is more of a spirit.
Okay.
It's definitely not a thing. It's definitely a spirit. Something that just makes everything possible. You know what I mean? Like something spiritually, whether you call it a God or whatever you want to call it, something that's higher than us had to make this happen. You know what I mean? And that's what I believe.
It's something that I don't think that I've come to understand, that the D in God is about destruction. We don't see that as part of God. We think that's evil and bad. But that's part of God.
I like that. I like that.
We all will die one day.
Right.
And that's your humility, that your brother's death deepened you into life.
I just feel like
Feelings, real, concrete feelings that I don't know if your public has ever seen this very present woman that I'm sitting in front of.
They never did, and I'm thinking about it right now. Like,
well,
this is real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this ain't one of those moments where you be like, watch what you say. No, this is really how I feel, and this something I carry with me every day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I encourage you to do something with those feelings.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right, and my job to me is to inspire more people, because I feel like that's my purpose on this earth. I feel like that's what God put me here for. That's His plan for me. That's His path for me. It's just to inspire people.
Well, we have a little practice in our sessions here to where you believe in God. Let's let God talk to you. See what God's going to tell you.
Harmony.
Harmony. Wow. What does that say to you?
Peace. Music.
I think you are in harmony with yourself.
Right.
You're in harmony with others around you. You're in harmony with your calling.
That's crazy.
Does that resonate with you?
Absolutely. Kind of made me feel a little different.
Different how?
Like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm on the right path. And, you know what I mean, as much as I've been through, as much as I done seen and experienced, doing what I'm doing, as much, people done said negative things about me. As much as that, done happened, just seeing this just lets me know, like, you good. And I say it all the time, I'm good.
You are.
I'm good. I'm gonna be good.
You are good.
And nah, I like this right here. That just made me have a little peace of mind.
Well, you're truly blessed and you're blessing others, and it was my blessed experience to be here with you today.
And vice versa. This is natural right here. Thank you, I appreciate it.